All right, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson, man. And listen, look, the downfall of Deshaun Watson needs to be talked about, needs to be studied. It is beyond horrible how this guy is beyond horrible, bro. I'm sorry. Like, this dude, like, in what way? Like, this needs to be studied immediately. Immediately. How Deshaun Watson has fallen down. Now, granted, people might say, okay, I'll say this. Even if you don't think Deshaun Watson was good with the Texans because he put up empty calories, because he didn't get to the conference championship, whatever the case may be, right? Deshaun Watson with the Texans was way better than what he is now. Deshaun Watson he's just unwatchable. Like, even last year, like, when he showed flashes, you're like, okay, he has flashes. That Ravens game, the Titans game, the Cardinals game, the Bengals game. He doesn't even show that anymore. He is beyond, like, horrible. And I'm taking it, listen, man, we can't avoid it. We really can't avoid it. I try to avoid it because I try to stay away from stuff like that on my channel. But let's be for real. Ever since Deshaun Watson got busted for all the allegations, he's been trash. Let's be for real. Now, granted, whether you believe the allegations or not, whether you believe, they're legit or not, some are legit or not, whatever the case may be, right? He has not been the same at all. At all. Like, at least with Big Ben, it was like, what, 1 to 2 girls, maybe 3? So maybe, like, that's easy to shake off. But I think this dude, Deshaun had like 66 masseuses that he used. 24 came out. Another one came out this year. Like, this guy is beyond horrible. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is crazy. It's like, it is beyond crazy how bad he is. How bad he is. Now, granted, once again, I was kind of rooting for Deshaun because I'm not going to sit here and say, how can I put it? Do I think Deshaun's an idiot off the field? Yes, I do think you're an idiot. You should have, when you're messing with women, you should be having no disclosure contracts, and you should be NDAs, whatever the case may be. You need to be doing. You can't be reckless. But at the same time, I mean, come on, man. He's not arrested. He's not going to jail. He's been found innocent. I don't know about this lawsuit that's coming out now, but it is what it is. So I was kind of rooting for him. It's funny how the black man always gets himself involved, even though there's multiple white people who have just as many cases, if not worse, things. But we just ignore that. But I'm like, I was kind of rooting for him, especially also because I'm a Florida State fan. But one of my guilty pleasures was I was a huge Deshaun Watson guy. Deshaun Watson with Clemson was an animal. He was an animal. And his first years in Texans, he's an animal. But you know what Deshaun Watson is, bro? Deshaun Watson's like a divorced husband whose wife upgraded at court, whose wife upgraded a better husband. It's like he just divorced his wife. Like, bro, I want everybody to realize this, right? Deshaun Watson was with the Texans, and he divorced the Texans, goes to the Browns. Now he's with not a worser team, just a worser organization. And his wife, aka the Texans, upgraded at quarterback. That's like if you're a husband, you divorce your wife and end up going out. Say like your wife's like a 6. You end up remarrying to a 4, and she ends up getting a 10 or a 9. They got C.J. Stroud. Do you think anybody in Houston misses Deshaun Watson? Let's be real. Do you think anybody in Houston misses Deshaun Watson? I mean, his last year with the Houston Texans, he didn't even play. He was suspended, or or they sat him out, or whatever the case may be. Like, if it's not like he's just not there mentally. It's honestly like he went through a Ben Simmons phase where like he's just shot. He's just shot. Like he cannot play football anymore. It's in his head. He's too worried about social media. He's too worried about his perception. Like, I mean, and listen, look, I get it to a certain point, but Deshaun, bro, you gotta get over that stuff. You gotta get over that stuff. Cause you had talent. You had something. Now, when I watch you, it's like, bro, what happened? Literally, what happened, bro? And there's gonna be another quarterback this week. I'm probably gonna be talking about soon. That plays for Florida too. That plays for Florida. But at the same time, bro, like this is beyond ridiculous, bro. It is beyond ridiculous. I don't even know what to say at this point. I really don't know. Like Deshaun. I mean, shoot, Deshaun was beyond. He's just beyond horrible at this point. It needs to be studied immediately. It needs to be studied immediately. You know what I'm saying? And Browns, you took an L. If I were you guys have what, one win? Just, I can't even. I mean, you might as well start Deshaun Watson because he might be the best. He might be the best option for you guys to get a quarterback this upcoming draft. Even though the quarterbacks this upcoming draft are beyond horrible. So it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your takes on Deshaun, and what do you think happened to Deshaun? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm literally out of words. I never seen, besides Ben Simmons, I never seen a bigger downfall than Deshaun Watson. Literally a bigger downfall than Deshaun Watson. RJ out.